Hi, I would like to talk to you today about getting ready for the new school year. So I wrote a blog post about this. You can read it. It's very detailed, and I will put it here on Facebook, Instagram, and also in the description probably of this YouTube video. But I figure that for some of you, it might be easier to just watch the video or listen to it while you're busy doing something else, like you would do with a podcast. So here it goes. The new school year is starting for us tomorrow. In Greece, where I come from, it starts around the 10th of December usually. Other parts of the Netherlands where we live, it starts in a couple of weeks. So I can imagine there are many overwhelmed parents, especially parents of children who are now for the first time going to school, that are a bit are wondering what exactly to expect, and maybe are receiving already emails from the teachers and directors of the school asking for this and that, or informing about this meeting and that meeting, that sort of thing, and they already feel a bit overwhelmed. I repeat myself, but that's the feeling, I think. I have a few things that I'm doing the last years, that I have like 2 kids going to school this year. Another one, like the little one, is starting pre-K. So the things that I've been doing to help me feel a bit more in control and less lost, these are the things I'm going to talk about in this video. So number 1, in all those school emails, if you don't get what they mean, what the school means, just ask. Like, don't be ashamed to ask. And what I mean by that, for example, the school might send an email and say, give your kid food for the 10 o'clock break and also the lunch break. But you have no idea what they mean by lunch. Like, for example, here in the Netherlands, that's mainly bread with something, with cheese or ham or whatever. And fruit is what they eat at 10 o'clock. For me as a Mediterranean, a warm lunch is like the thing to do. And I tried to do that for a couple of years, but eventually my kids were also like, we just want a butter ham, like a sandwich, like every other kid. That's what I did. But ask, what do you mean by lunch? Like, are there foods that are forbidden because of allergies? Usually they will note that, but sometimes they forget. So can we take also peanut butter? Can we take other allergens? These kind of things. Then there are also, especially if your kid attends a Waldorf school, like my kids do, there is the crafting that is going on. So it is customary in the Netherlands for the first class parents to make the pencil cases for their kids. But it is actually not pencil cases, but it is the beeswax crayons cases, for the rectangular crayons for the first class. So maybe you have zero clue how to do that, how to Google it, how to Google for instructions. Ask the school, like, where can I find that information in order to make it for my kid? Other practical things, like, do the kids change for gym? What gym clothes do we need? What gym shoes do we need? Other specific specifications, Sometimes teachers are also so busy trying to include everything in this first email that they miss a lot of things. Are kids allowed to drink juice or just water, or like this kind of stuff? Whatever you don't understand, whatever you're not sure about, pick up times, bringing times, which gate do I bring my kid to, where does my kid come out of, like, just ask. Number 2, make a plan about the play dates your kid is going to have from the start of the school year. It might sound ridiculous that it's so high up my list, but in the Netherlands, where we're expats in, so we didn't grow up in this culture, it is completely normal for children to have a play date every single day. And what that means is that after school, your kid will come out, they will be grumpy and tired, but also really excited to play with their friends. And that means that either your kid will go to their place or the other kid will come to your place. And that's usually almost around dinner time. So around 5:30, people here either around 6 o'clock in the evening. And it gets a lot very quickly. Like, I noticed my kids got really overwhelmed the first year. So what I did last year, and it worked really well, from the start of the school year, they knew they have one play date day per week. That was Wednesday because it's a shorter day at school. I was a bit flexible about the day, but it was one play date per week. For us, for our family, that's more than enough. Maybe you're interested to read Hold On To Your Kids by Martin Neufeld. It gives a lot of information on why it's not necessarily such a good idea to have kids interact with kids all the time, why it's important that they are also with the adults in their lives. But It doesn't matter if you're okay with play dates every single day. Now go ahead, do that. But it's good for your kids to know what will be allowed and what will not be allowed. Number 3, very practical. Stick or sew name tags on everything. Everything. I mean, the expensive woolen slippers, they will still get lost. I had the slippers of one of my kids get eaten by mice, but at school, that is. But anyway, it is like there are a bit less chances for everything to get lost if there are name tags. Not that your kid will ever go and look into the lost and found basket, but you could do that in between times during the school year. And it might save you a bit of grief, you know. And what experience has taught me? Honestly, kids are not really worth the most expensive of clothes and shoes and stuff. Like, I'm all about eco-friendly and sustainable and these kind of things. But you know, I have really regretted buying, you know, the really good, expensive, like rubber rain boots that get ruined after 3 months, or, you know, the woolen jacket that will get lost, like these kind of things. Like, they do have a few items that they use every day, they know where they are, they recognize them that they're theirs, and for the rest I go for practical. Let's see what's next. Shoes as well, and slippers, like everything, name tags on everything. Next one. Oh, that's, yeah, after school activities, especially if you have more than one kid, or if you have one kid but you're an active family in general, like you and your partner, or just you if you're a single parent, have many things in your schedule, like things you want to do or you need to do. Make sure that times don't overlap at the beginning of the school year. Like, for example, like in our family, I noticed that even though they're still young, like my oldest is just 9 years old, we have every single day, apart from Friday and Sunday, that there is an activity every day. Like Monday I have ballet, Tuesday there's clarinet day for my oldest, Wednesday will be gym day for my middle one. What is it? Thursday? Thursday is ceramics class for my oldest. Friday is free, thank God. Saturday is ballet. Sunday. I'm very, how do you say that? Like, it is very contradictory because I don't want to overload their schedule with activities, especially when they're so young. On the other hand, I do want them to explore their talents and their interests, which means they do need to do some of these things outside of school, even though their school is quite heavy on arts and crafts and these kind of things that my kids are inclined to like and explore. But still, so on one hand I want that they have time to rest, on the other hand I want to give them the opportunities to develop any interests they have. And my husband is on the same line, so we're kind of stuck on this. But yeah, at least make sure you have just one activity per day if possible, and that activities don't end up overlapping after you've paid the huge subscription fee. Next, make sure you know what the communication line is with the school, the teachers, the director. Many schools here in the Netherlands have some online school platform that they're using. Our school is using Paro, but there are more, I think. Some teachers use email, other teachers use WhatsApp. Personally, I loathe WhatsApp, also the parent group's WhatsApp. Honestly, most people don't know how to professionally use it. Like, they will send hearts and thumbs up and these kind of things, and you have your phone constantly like bleeping. So last year I chose not to have WhatsApp, which meant that I had to actually ask parents around for things that were going along the WhatsApp groups. But I had peace of mind, and the important things, they did show up on the online platform. Yeah, imagine like your kid comes home, they're really sad, something happened at school, and you send the email to the teacher asking, hey, what's up, can we meet, and you don't get a response for 3-4 days, just because the teacher is responding on email rather than the online platform, or the other way around. Just take a moment at the beginning of the school year or at the first parent-teacher meeting and say, hey, where can I reach you? And then you know. And please, please, please don't hog the teachers at the end of the day. They are really trying to just wave the kids goodbye and close the day and focus and concentrate on what they want to do the day after. It's not a good moment to just go there and try to talk about all your kids' issues and challenges and stuff. Just plan a meeting. They will make all the time for you, and it is much better also for the routine and the flow of the day. Next, connect with at least a couple of parents at the schoolyard. You don't have to be best friends. You don't even have to be friends. You don't have to click. You don't have to have the same interests. No, there is no need for all of that. But it's good to have a couple of parents that you look out for each other, in the sense of, hey, did you see that announcement? There is no school tomorrow. Did you miss that WhatsApp message? Do you remember we have that like garden morning at school the other like next week or something? So that you make sure that the 2-3 of you are in the loop on what's happening at school. And also it's a good idea to find a parent that lives close to you in case you need help with bringing the kids to school or picking them up if you get sick, if one of your other kids gets sick and you just need help with that. And of course you have to be prepared to, also help them out. That's the idea of creating a connection. Again, no need to be best friends, no need to have the same ideas about how the world works and these kind of things. It's just about practical school things, just having a mate to work with to navigate the school, daily life. Remind your kids to be kind. I've lost count, I don't know where I am, but remind your kids to be kind, because those first days of the school year, they often set the tone when it comes to your kids socializing. So please remind them what you would like other parents to remind their kids. So things like, I'm consulting my list here, like we don't. So apparently my camera thought I have been talking for too long, but I'm going to keep going. Where was I? Okay, so when we see a child that is aggressive or being a danger to their own safety and to other people's safety, we notify the teacher. We don't try to hit them back. We don't try to defend ourselves, by kicking, by, these kind of things, by calling them names. We just notify the adult who is responsible for the safety of the group. We say please and thank you. I know many parents believe that children learn by imitating. It is true, but I'm sorry, I find 7, 8, 9 years old that don't know how to use please and thank you just rude. I think this is the parent's job to teach them, and yes, maybe please and thank you doesn't come from the bottom of their heart at these ages, but I think teaching your child. Okay, card full, but I'm determined to get this message across. So anyway, don't judge other people's food, don't make noises. Then, we don't hug, kiss, high five other kids if they don't want to, no matter how much we've missed them. Consent. We can say to our kids, I know you've missed your friend a lot, you can say it with words. You can say, I've missed you. Don't, if you see your child running like happily to a friend, trying to hug them, and the other kid is kind of, oh, okay. No, point that out to your child. Be like, I think this and that doesn't really want to have a hug right now. Prepare your kids for the day and week ahead. Have a plan, have it stick it on our wall so your kids know a bit what is about to come. Sorry, I'm talking fast because I'm also out of card space right now. I want to get this done. So prepare them so they can see on a piece of paper, tomorrow I have gym, this day I have this teacher, this day I have the other teacher. Kids love their routine. After the holidays, everything is in the air again. It will help them to have a visual anchor of what is going to happen the next day. Last but not least, be patient and gentle with everyone. With your kids, because they will be really tired, they will act out more than usual, they will seek more attention, which basically means seeking connection with you after school. They might ask for this connection in ways that rub you their own way. You might lose your shit and, end up yelling. It's fine. It's not ideal, but it's human. Say, I'm sorry, I need a minute. Go to the next room. Take a few deep breaths. Come back. Say, hey, let's start again. I'm also tired. That's the new school week for me as well. Tell me again, what were you talking about? Or please tell me, why are you upset? Using your words, I'll try to help you. Some days will be harder. Give yourself time, give your family time. It lasts almost a month for all of us, parents and children alike, to adapt to the beginning of the new school year. But it's going to be okay. I promise. I promise. Until the winter Christmas cheer starts, and then everything is again. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's a bit rushed. Hope you got the information and a bit of help with this challenge of schools opening again. Bye, have a nice day.